Hey guys, it's Ashton again with Muse Themes. Got a new theme to show you today called Mandate. It's designed with a tax firm, CPA, bookkeeper type of style, but is not limited as such. It can be adapted to fit any site looking for a simple, clean, professional, and business-oriented tone. It's a single-page site. As I click the navigation, I get smoothly scrolled to various anchors on the page. But even though it's single page, you can see there's tons of space for content and a variety of models for both visual and text-heavy content areas. It's also fluid width. I can scale the browser down, and everything scales nicely, including our navigation, which reverts to a slick accordion menu at smaller breakpoints. So this is a cool theme, not overly complicated, but produces a professional and fluid product with lots of adaptability. So I'll switch over to Muse and explain a couple of the finer points. Inside your plan view, you'll see a very simple setup, and I'm just going to jump into the master page first. And as you can see, we're working with a nice and even 5 breakpoint setup, and I can go up here to Page and then Page Properties, and we can see that we're set to fluid width. On our largest breakpoint of 1200, we have a regular Muse menu widget here on top, as well as a state button serving as our navigation. Some of you may be wondering why we can't see it though. Well, if I jump back to our browser preview, our menu items, as well as our logo, are layered on top of a full-width hero image which is placed on the home page. And since our text is white, and back over in Muse, our browser fill is also white, it's appearing transparent. But a simple fix for this, if you want to make changes to your menu, simply change the browser fill color temporarily, like so. If I select my menu and click the blue icon to open the settings panel, we can see our menu type is set to manual. This is what's allowing there to be multiple pages on the navigation, despite the fact that there's only one active page on the site plan. Each of these have their own individual hyperlinks assigned, and you can customize this to your liking by simply selecting a single button and then visiting the hyperlinks menu up here. I'll go ahead and change our browser fill color back. But really quick, I'm going to go to one of our smaller breakpoints. And you can see on the smaller breakpoints that navigation disappears, and we're reverted to an accordion widget. Now, if I click on this once, that selects the entire accordion, which we can see up here is set to full width. However, clicking it once more will expand the content area. So inside here, we have a collection of grouped items, all of which are changeable and customizable. The navigation buttons are simple state buttons, which you can add, remove, or style to your liking. And any text is changeable here by simply clicking a few times until you get the individual text box selected to make revisions with your text tool. When you're done, just make sure to click the header portion of the accordion again to close the panel. So let me jump back out to our plan view again. Up here, we only have one active page. This second page here is strictly informational for you. It includes links to the stock images that were used in the original build of this theme. However, if you right-click on the page, you can see here where it says Export Page does not have a check mark by it. So this page will not be reflected on your site at all unless that is changed. Jumping into the home page, we see our same logo and header navigation, which is now not selectable since it's being embedded from our master page. However, we do have this hero image, which is a single rectangle element set to full width. And with the rectangle selected, we can visit our fill menu up here to change the image that's filling it. We also have this really stylish curved corner, which is a simple corner radius change applied to the rectangle. So with the rectangle selected, just look up here on your toolbar where these 4 corner icons are, and you can see the bottom right one is set to curve. This can be done or undone with a simple click, and the intensity of the effect can be changed by raising or lowering the pixel setting here right next to it. Now let me scroll down to our services section. Jumping back to our preview, if I navigate to services, I have this really stylish composition widget showing different categories of content. Well, back in Muse, this is really easy to customize. I can click once to select the composition as a whole, and then I can click again on any of the individual triggers up here to display the corresponding target content. Then, of course, clicking inside the target will allow me to customize the content inside. You can add or remove anything to these target windows, and of course can change the hyperlinks for the buttons inside as well. I'll go ahead and jump down to our testimonials section really quick. We have another composition placed here. Same widget, same functionality, just with some different styling. These dots on the bottom represent the triggers, and selecting any individual trigger will display the corresponding target window. And you can of course change any of the encompassing text or image content by simply clicking a few times until you have that individual element selected. And lastly, down here in our contact section, we have a stylish form widget incorporated, which includes the use of a checkbox feature. You can always add more checkboxes by opening the settings panel for the form, and down here clicking the plus sign next to checkbox. You can then customize the checkbox by selecting the individual text box to change the text, and/or selecting the button itself, which has an icon loaded in using the Fill menu, a graphic that you'll find inside the Assets folder of the theme download. Additionally, in the Settings panel for the form as a whole, there's an option here called After Sending, which takes the user to any page or anchor of your choosing once a form has been submitted. Currently, it's sending to the top anchor on this page, but many designers like to design a specific landing page for form submissions, and you can change the delivery for that right here. So that's our mandate theme. We hope you guys have some fun with this one. Please send us a note with any comments or issues you encounter. And again, this is Ashton, and I'll see you next time.